Hello, hello, everyone. We are here.
Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everybody.
Yay, yes.
Woohoo.
I am here with my bag.
I'm here
Angie
with
is
my
there
bag.
with her bag.
Now, look at these two bags, everybody.
Isn't that
And
funny?
tell me if you think that they're the same size.
Right?
They're not, right?
Mm-mm.
But they are. We measured them.
Wow, how much did yours measure again? Was yours exactly?
9.5. Mine
Yours is
measures
nine
nine
and a
and a half.
half.
Yep.
Mine's 9 and a tick.
Okay.
Mine's 9 and a tick, but they look totally different. But
Because of the.
if I turn mine this way, Angie says that mine looks the same size as hers.
Yep. If you reorient it, it looks the same size. Now it looks the same.
Does
It's just
it?
how we.
I still think mine looks shorter, but
I think that
anyhow.
it's just because how close my camera is.
Oh, well, that could be too.
And I could adjust that, but I'm not going to because I'm not going to put everybody through that motion sickness. There you go.
I don't know.
Bigger.
It's interesting. That's all I can say. So, anyhow, who is here today on Friday? Oh, my husband's calling me.
Oh,
One
goodness.
moment, please. I'm going to mute myself. One moment.
Okay. I already did that today. I remembered. I remembered to mute myself. Did you get it? Or did you lose us? Uh-oh. Are you there? I think we lost her. Can anybody still hear me? Am I muted or are you muted? You're muted. Well, I don't know what to do because Mindy's muted. Oh, you hear me? Okay. Well, I'll say hi to everybody while Mindy figures out how to unmute.
No, I muted myself because I had a phone call.
Oh, you muted yourself for a phone call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dale was calling me, and so I had to answer the phone.
Okay. That makes sense.
If life ever ran smoothly, right?
Well,
Right?
yeah. Yeah.
Why would that ever happen, though, right?
No, it shouldn't. It should never
Why would that
happen.
ever happen, right? Anyhow, I heard you were getting ready to say hi to people. You want to say hi to people?
Sure, I'll say hi to people.
Okay,
Hi.
say it.
Linda's here and Jody. Jody says good morning. Jody's 3 hours behind us.
Yeah, Jody, we're well into the afternoon.
Yes. Hi, Catherine and Sherry. And Linda's here and Rajul. Jennifer's here. Hi, Jennifer and Dawn.
Jennifer, not fair you're crocheting at the lake.
Oh, that sounds like a blast. Yeah, that's not fair at all.
No.
I want to be crocheting at the lake. I want to be crocheting anywhere but home.
There you go.
Well, my little corner, because I've got so many stinking projects going, I'm starting to feel kind of hold into my corner because I got so much stuff surrounding me right now. So I need to do
You need to break free.
I do. I need to finish some projects. I did finish a project this week, so that was good. Oh, I should get it to show to you guys. I'm going to get it because
I have finished up a couple of things.
Yeah, you've been busy.
So here's my question, everybody. Which color next? This one or this one? This is one that Angie has done already. Is this one over here? Angie has not done this one, clearly. Do I do this one next, or is this one too similar to this one? I'm thinking I do this one next because it's way different than this one. I don't know. What you guys think? The blue or the orange? Blue or orange? Blue.
So I actually started and finished a project this week.
Well, look at you.
I know. So it was very easy. I used 4 hanks and then about a half of another hank of some of my yarn from Knit Crate. It was alpaca cashmere, and it is a top. It's like a long top. It's short sleeved, and then it has fringes at the bottom.
It sure does.
And it is super cute on. I know it doesn't look like much sitting here, but it's super cute on. I wore it. Jeff and I went out to dinner because I have big news too. You have big news today. I have big news.
I know. There's all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So we should probably get started and then we can talk. So
Yeah,
I'm going to go with the orange. I'm going to go with the orange next because it's going to give the most.
The orange, the one I did?
The most contrast.
See, and I'm going to go with the one that you just did. So we're kind of doing the backwards. Or
Yeah.
we're doing the opposite of one another.
Yeah, we kind of are. Yep.
And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to join in my yarn. And I'm going to do, because I have a 2-row repeat.
Uh-huh.
I am going to not fasten off.
Oh, I'm not fastening off.
Yeah, and I'm just going to drag my color up.
Because we're going to seam this together anyhow.
Right, and you're never going to see
you'll never
dragged
see
up your color.
Exactly.
So I'm going to take out the last yarn over of my last stitch on the last row. And
I just have a chain here at the end. So I'm going to do my last chain in the orange.
And then I'll pull through with my new color.
Oh, wait, I have chain 2. I lie. I have chain 2. I will join here.
And I split my yarn.
I have had that happen a few times with this.
See, and I have not. I was just going to comment that this yarn has not been very splitty for me.
I have had it happen. Mm-hmm.
And then what I do, and especially because this is going to be on a seamed end and you're never going to see it, I like to put a little knot in my 2 ends that are down here.
I am not going to do that.
I'm going to do that.
I'm not.
You're not going to knot?
No, I'm not knotting. I'm not knotting.
Just one little knot, just so I feel a little bit more secure about it.
Because they're not going anywhere. And I'm going to
I feel like it's going to go somewhere.
And I'm going to pick up the next thread in a minute anyhow.
Oh, you're going to weave it in?
Well, no, like when we come back the other way, you're just going to pick it up again, so then you can tighten it in there again.
That's true. Yeah,
because we're not binding. We're not finishing it off. Not tying off.
Tying it off.
What word am I looking for here? Tying, not tying off.
Now I got to decide which repeat I'm on.
See, mine's easy, Angie. It's the same every time.
Mine's easy too. Mine's very, very easy. I sat down and I did this while I watched, and I actually watched a program on Elvis Presley on HBO. It was very good. It was like about his early life and rise to stardom. It was very good.
Here's my question with what we're doing here.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the lady that we're kind of copying this combining with, I think combined every other row.
See, well, that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do two rows because my repeat is 2 rows.
Well, right. So that's what I'm getting ready to say, that I think we're not doing every row like she did. Like we would start the next color when we get to the end of the first row, but that's not what we're doing.
Right. That's not what I'm going to do. But you could do it however you want.
Right. But then that would mean you'd really need to tie off the other color to start it at the other end.
Exactly.
And I don't know who wants to do that.
No, I don't want to do that.
You want to do that?
And I did do some calculations. 2 row repeats for me equals 1 inch.
Oh.
So have you decided how many times you're going to switch back and forth for the transition?
Well, we had an inch measurement.
We had a 2-inch measurement.
We're going to go 2 inches?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, it was. I have it written down on my little envelope.
I don't know.
We had a 2-inch measurement, but I think I'm going to get the most blend possible. I think I'm going to go. Well, I'm going to do it I'm going to switch every 2 rows, or I'm going to only do one. I'm going to do 1 repeat per color till I get to 2 inches, which is going to be a total of 4 repeats, because for me 1 repeat is a 1/2 inch.
I thought you said 1 repeat was an inch.
No, I'm sorry. 2 repeats is an inch.
2 repeats is an inch.
For me, yeah. So you'll have to figure that out for yourself.
I'm just going to go until I think it's right.
See, you really are winging it. I like to be a little bit more pragmatic than that.
No, I'm just going to go until it's right. Right?
I have to tell you guys what I had to do this morning or this afternoon shortly before we started this live. I had to do my nails.
What?
I had to do my nails.
Why?
Because I've been working outside during these nicer weather days, and I had so much filth under my nails that I could not get it clean. I had a brush, I had the Dawn dish soap, I was under the hot water trying to scrub the grime out from under my nails, and I just couldn't get it all out. So I thought, to heck with it. I'll just throw some nail polish on and that'll cover it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I suppose if I'm going to be honest, I should have just been honest and let you see my grime, huh?
You could have.
If I'm going to tattle on myself anyway.
Yeah, you told us the dirty secret.
I told you the dirty secret anyway.
You told us the dirty secret. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, we have interesting things going on. So, I had to converse with my husband because, first of all, I was messaging a lady. I met her at the one craft show I did. They sell wreaths, and they put this beautiful wreath up on their Facebook. And I was like, oh my gosh, do you still have that? Yes. I said, I want that. Okay. So we were meeting up today at 1:00.
Mm-hmm.
And I was meeting her over at Hobby Lobby, which is like a little less than 15 minutes from my house to get there.
Okay.
So I get there, I'm waiting for her, and then she finally messages me and says, I'm so sorry. She had a hair appointment this morning.
And it ran over.
Her was running late, so she's running late. I got to go home. Dale, on the other hand, is headed over to the exact same area to have Josh's car worked on to get a front end alignment. So I'm like, okay, I might have to have you meet my husband. Can you meet my husband at Midas? Yeah, no problem. I said, he should be there at 2. She said, okay, I should be there a little bit, close to 2, right around 2, whatever. I'm like, okay, perfect. So I get home, I leave, I come home, I give him my money. Here's the money. He would have paid for it, but
Right.
Here's my money. And he left and he went over there. I'm like, okay, I've let her know he's coming, blah, blah, blah. Okay, no problem. Well, when he just called me just now, he's like, so Josh's front end alignment got canceled. And I'm like, what? So I'm still a little confused as to exactly what happened.
How can his front end alignment get canceled?
Because their alignment machine equipment isn't working. Or
yeah,
something.
Right.
Like that.
What?
So
I've never heard of such a thing.
Well, I believe anything.
That's just like when McDonald's tells you that their ice cream machine is down. No, it's not. They're just too lazy. They don't want to deal with ice cream.
Oh, you think that's the case?
Heck yeah.
Do you?
Heck yeah, I do.
Well, I don't know. Anyhow, that's what they said. But I'm confused. They didn't call Dale to tell Dale.
Did they call Josh to tell Josh, and Josh didn't pass along the message?
That's what I think happened. So now I think he said Josh is coming here and he's going to put the tail light. He found a tail light for his car.
What is he driving right now?
Who?
Josh.
His car.
But I thought his car was getting taken to get fixed.
But it's not because they canceled his appointment.
But how did he get his car back? Oh, he was going to meet Dale there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought Dale was taking the car there. Okay.
No. He was meeting Dale there.
Okay.
And they were going to do the front end alignment, but now they're not because their machine's broken. So I don't know. I guess he's coming here now, and Dale's going to do the taillight because he can't find a headlight. Because I told you, Dale, did I tell you he hit a deer?
Yes.
So the kid now hits a deer and now needs headlights because you can't just do one headlight. You got to do both headlights.
Why?
Because they'll be different. They'll look weird.
Well, who cares?
They'll look weird. You can't just do one. So Dale's looking for a pair of headlights and can't find a pair of headlights. But he's got a tail light. Oh, come on. What are you doing? Pull out. Thank you. I'm switching my colors and I'm like, pull out. Do what I want you to do here.
Oh, you're back already? I'm not back yet.
Yeah, I'm back. Uh-huh.
I don't know. I must be going really slowly today. I feel like I'm crocheting slowly today.
Okay, well, maybe you are. I don't know.
I feel like I'm in slow motion. We haven't gotten a comment in forever and a day.
They all
Everybody
left.
still there?
No, they all left us.
Everybody left us.
Yeah, they're gone.
No, they're still here. They're just not talking to us. Maybe they're mad at us.
They're still here.
They're still here.
Yeah, they're supposedly there. I see that it says there's 16 of them here.
Yes, I know.
I don't know.
Maybe everybody's hard at work.
That could be.
Oh, Deborah says she's here.
Hi, Deborah. So, yeah, that's not going well. But Dale is going to wait for the, he's waiting for the, okay, that's not right. How many things do I need at my end here? I'm having a hard time starting my next row here. That's not quite right. So he's going to wait for the lady to come with my wreath. Right? Like I said, life is complicated. Why? Why is it so complicated?
Well, my life is only complicated by one annoying fact at the current moment.
What is that?
I have, you know how when you have a new baby and babies get their days and nights confused?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm like a newborn baby right now.
You are a newborn baby?
I am a newborn baby.
You are confused.
I have my days and nights confused, yes.
I'm not surprised.
And I have been unable to sleep at night, but fully able to sleep all damn day. So I could not, for the life, I could not, I shut my light off and tried to go to sleep about 5 times last night. Could not get to sleep. Finally, I got up or gave up about 5 o'clock this morning and just decided to, crochet and I have been doing that on and off all night, but I had been trying to go to bed. Could not go to bed, go to sleep. So I made Maddie breakfast before she went to work because, like I said, she was out late last night and had a few too many root beers.
Uh-huh.
And
he had to go to work after root beers. Now I could not.
Had to get up and go to work after root beers.
No.
So I made her some breakfast so that she was at least, kind of feeding that hangover. Get some grease in her. Nothing cures a hangover like good greasy breakfast food.
Right. Well. So you are just sleeping during the day, and
so I sent her off to work, and then I, of course, fell asleep until noon.
Well, you
But
better.
if you think about it, that's
Well, you
but
better.
if you think about it, that's still not that much sleep. I only slept from about 8:30 until noon.
Jules, like you're in India time.
I am. You're right. Maybe I should get a job as a customer service rep.
You better get it together there,
I
Angie.
know. I really need to. I really. And I tried. Like last night, I tried going to bed at like 9:30 because I thought, you know what, I'm gonna beat this thing. I'm gonna conquer this.
I'm gonna conquer it. Mhm.
And so I slept from 9:30 until midnight.
Look at Jody's like her husband keeps wanting attention. Aren't they needy? I mean, needy. Oh,
Of course he wants
Linda's
your attention.
counting. She can't. She couldn't talk. She was counting.
You know what? Isn't it? Speaking of, okay, this has to do with both counting and men wanting attention. Why is it that my husband only wants to come and talk to me while I'm counting?
Yeah, I don't know.
So he knows now he'll walk in the room and start jibber jabbing at me. And so then I just start counting out loud while he's talking.
That is a meme I've seen so many times.
So he just shuts up and walks away.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that Dale's not going to be happy when he gets here because Josh didn't tell him that the appointment was canceled and he went over there.
Yeah, I can guess that's probably not going to make for a very happy husband.
Right? So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
Not going to make for a happy husband. But both you and I have, I mean, your good news is far, far more exciting than my good news, but you have good news today.
Yes. So today has been a little hairy and complicated because at 8:30 this morning, I was at the county courthouse welcoming our newest member to our family.
So now you officially have a new grandson.
It is official. Yes. Name change and the whole 9 yards. He's super excited. Some of you who are members will have already seen a picture probably. I put pictures out there. So
and it's a boy.
It's a boy. Yeah, red hair and missing tooth and catheter bag, the whole 9 yards. So
poor little guy.
I know. Yeah, so he's super excited. He got to go up and sit on the judge's, I think he sat on his lap even maybe.
Oh, wow.
And he got to bang the gavel to end the session. Just, it was super cute. And he is super excited. They had shirts made,
Oh, cool.
And then the girls, when the girls got married, they both wore purple Converse.
Okay.
So, of course, now Jackson has a pair of purple Converse.
Aww.
Their shirts were purple, that kind of thing. So, super cute. He was super excited. He got to bang that gavel. And then we all got a little mini gavel. They're pencils. They're pencils.
That's cool.
And on the end of the pencil, the erasers go both. There's 2 erasers go different directions, to make the little gavel. Super cute. And then he got to take some for his class. His class was there via Zoom.
Oh, that is so cool.
Other classrooms at school were there. Principals, people who could not physically attend were there via Zoom. It was all pretty cute. They all went to breakfast. His other grandma bought him some toys because he's so into Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear, all of that.
Yeah.
So she got him, and the adoption agency gave him a new Lightyear as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So then we went to breakfast. My sister was there. My dad was there. The other grandma, I think it's her boyfriend. I don't think they're married. We all went to breakfast then, and it was nice.
That's great.
Yeah. Tomorrow they're having a party. So they were going to have a party at a park. But because he had to go into the hospital and
he probably can't.
He had to have a biopsy. He's got a catheter.
Every time you say the word, I spent so many years of my life, so much of my life with a catheter.
Did you?
Every time you say the
It
word
brings up.
catheter, I cross my legs a little bit tighter.
Yeah. No. So he has
Catheters are the most an indwelling, like a long-term catheter is
yeah.
the most painful thing ever.
So he goes back next week into the hospital on Wednesday, and he's having another little surgery to do a catheter that is now directly inserted into his bladder
Okay.
with a tube coming out of his, stomach area,
Right.
and then it's a little hose coming out to then drain that catheter. So he won't have the one, in the hoo-hoo.
Yeah, man, I wish they would have thought of that when I was a kid.
Right? So he'll have that next week, and he will keep that until they get a handle on the elimination,
The reflux.
the reflux from the elimination part.
Yeah.
So he is handsome, isn't he, Jody? You saw him. Isn't he cute? He's just adorable. So tomorrow, instead of going to a park, they're going to go to a bowling alley. Because, kids, they just put the little ball up on the little
ramp
thing, and he can do that. And, of course, there's arcade games. He can do those, right?
Well, right.
Yeah. So, the poor kid's been through a lot, and it's just so good to, he was so excited. He's just like, yeah. And, the judge is asking him questions, are you happy now? You're so excited to be, have your new family and your new parents, and yeah, and just super cute. So,
that's adorable. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's such a great story.
Yeah.
Such a great story for him and for you guys.
Well loved already,
Yes.
So
yes.
It was awesome.
I know Jeff and I were talking about, we had a difficult time conceiving when we decided we wanted to have Nate.
Yeah.
And we were watching a show about adoption. And we had a discussion of, had we not been able to have children naturally, would we have gone that route? And I really applaud people who do, because it seems like such an arduous and sometimes heartbreaking process.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yes. Him and I agreed that we don't know if either one of us would have had the fortitude to go through the, potential heartbreak and,
right.
All of that hard work. So that's a big milestone.
Yeah.
And we ended up with Nate,
We ended up with Nate.
Nah, Nate's a good kid. He's just right now, Nate's a very expensive kid.
Right? Well, they're always expensive, but sometimes worse than others.
Yes, he's in a real spree right now, we'll say. He's got his trip to Washington, D.C. That was $1,100. That's without spending money.
That's just
yeah. And then he's got 2 sessions of band camp, which we're only sending him to 1 session because each session costs $550 for this summer. Then he's got driver's training this summer, which I don't even know. That's a minimum. It was $350 when the girls did it 10 years ago, so it's going to be a minimum of that. Then he's got spending money for Washington, D.C. that he needs. Then he had a bout of dental work that was about $2,500 in the past 2 months. It's like, man, kid, you're going to break us.
Yeah. I don't know.
Which way do I want to turn this? I want to turn this way. This is I like what this is doing.
Yeah. I think that, okay, the sample that we saw originally that did this combining things, the yarn didn't change like ours changes. You know,
Right.
have like 3 or 4 different colors in each skein of yarn.
Right.
That yarn didn't do that. It was more like just like one color all the way
Correct. So
through.
this is going to be a little bit more subtle.
And well, I think, and we're also gonna get like it's gonna feel like it's a lot more colors.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes, it is.
I mean, well, it's pretty cool so far. I mean, look, I got my yellow, orange, brown, orange. It's kind of cool.
Yep. Yes, it's going to be very cool.
Really cool.
Yes, it is. I'm sitting in an awkward spot in my table.
Hello, Melinda.
Oh, and then my good big news.
Yes.
Which is not nearly as good or big as Mindy's, but
Well,
still, it's good for me.
Oh, yeah.
As you guys may or may not know, I had all of my teeth removed in September. And I struggled with my temporary dentures. They made 3 different sets for me, and none of them worked or fit well. And I looked, sounded, and felt like an absolute idiot. They pinched and were horrible. I couldn't close my mouth completely. I couldn't eat. I haven't eaten, solidish food since September. Well, I finally got my permanent dentures on Wednesday, and they fit. My mouth closes. They're the right shade. They don't look, ridiculously bright white like my other ones did. And they work. Jeff and I celebrated by going out to dinner. I haven't been out except with Mindy. I went out with Mindy twice and ordered soft food and removed my teeth while we were sitting in the restaurant. But I haven't been out to eat with my husband since before September. So we celebrated by going out to dinner and had a pitcher of root beer. And it was nice.
Real root beer or your husband's root beer?
My husband's root beer.
Okay.
We split a pitcher, so that means I had 1 glass and he had the rest. Now I might have had 2 glasses.
I mean, that's big.
It is. It's huge. Like, I feel like, because I'm wearing them right now, they're, and I feel like I can even speak more succinctly.
I was gonna say you can tell.
Yes, I'm able to speak more. Yep. Yep. So it's a good deal. I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I feel like it could really change my life because, like you and I were talking about before, because my teeth were so bad for so long, I really alienated myself and kind of just turned myself into a hermit because I was embarrassed of my teeth. I didn't go places. I didn't do things that I would have liked to have done. I didn't get involved in social situations because I was embarrassed of my teeth. And for the longest time, I was always very self-conscious about not smiling with my mouth open and, holding my hand over my mouth when I talked and that kind of thing. And so it's weird to now try to get out of those patterns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And be proud of my smile. So it's really kind of cool.
It's pretty exciting.
It is. It's very exciting.
I hope these two found each other at Midas Muffler. She's like, should I go inside? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe they struck up a conversation and they're just hitting it off.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, they've met each other before because he
Oh,
was,
yeah. Oh, that
yeah,
at
he
the
was with
craft
me at
show.
the craft show.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So they've met each other.
Now I'm getting into this boring color of this yarn. Now I see what you mean. It's kind of like an oatmeal color.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hope you guys can't hear that. We've got the mosquito control planes that are, they've been doing it all week. Because we have a lot of ponds around where I live, the mosquito control has planes and they'll come and fly real low and drop pellets for mosquitoes. And
Oh.
and so I've got a lot of low flying planes that are just like zooming back and forth across the top of my house right now. So hopefully that doesn't get annoying. And it was so annoying the other day when they were doing it because the dogs were just like, every time the plane would come past, the dogs were going nuts. It's like, you guys, really? Seriously, it's a plane. Oh, Nate, school bus just pulled up. Here come the dogs.
Nate will be here in a minute.
Yep, Nate'll be in a minute. Here he comes. He doesn't have his sweatshirt on, so it must be it's gotten a little warmer out.
It was warmer this morning than it was this afternoon.
I saw that. I looked at the weather last night and I saw that it was predicted to be, I think it was like 58 during the night, but then it was going to be like 47.
Yeah.
In
Can get colder through the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up with
what
that?
Kind of crap is that, right?
I know. What's up with that? And it's April. It's the end of April already.
I know.
I mean, come on. This is getting ridiculous. Because I was looking at the extended forecast even, and it's not supposed to get above the mid 50s going into even like the 10-day forecast.
I know.
What the heck? Come on.
Well, aren't we normally 50s in April?
I don't know. They gave us that teaser.
April. It's April.
But they gave us that teaser.
Well, they took it back.
I know. I don't like it when they do that.
It's not May. April and 50 is what it should be, I believe.
Well, I don't want it to be that.
Well, I'm sorry that you don't, but I think it's correct.
I know. There he is. There's the man of the hour.
Hello, Nate.
Hi, Nate. Everybody says hi.
Yeah, I believe that would be correct, though, 50s.
Nate says hi, everybody.
I don't think we normally hit 60 till May.
Can you let the dogs out, please? Ooh, let the dogs out. Nate, let the dogs out. Ladies first. I try to teach Nate that when he lets the dogs out, it should be ladies first.
Why?
Because that's the way the world works.
Why?
Ladies first.
I would go with the theory of whoever has to pee the worst goes.
We can't let the reason we can't let them both out at the same time is oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
You put them on a chain.
Yes, we have to because our lot is so large and Bo Duke would run away. Junebug would come right back, but Bo Duke would run away.
Run away or just run around?
Well, he's a Siberian Husky mix and they love to run. They're notorious runners. He would run away. Nate and I have chased him ad nauseum when he has gotten away from us.
You have?
Oh, yes. We have found him as far as a mile away.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Bad doggy.
Yes, he'll go in the back field. Well, here's what it is he likes to chase things. So he chases rabbits Rabbits are his favorite thing to chase. If he catches sight of a rabbit, he's... Hey, stop that.
What was that, Nate?
I don't know, but it was
What
annoying.
are you doing there, Nate? What's going on?
Nobody wants to hear that.
Oh.
Yes, Sherry, my glitter is sparkly. I have sparkly glitter.
Okay, so we've covered the good news.
Okay, now do we have bad news?
Now let's cover the bad news.
I don't want to cover the bad news.
Well, we have to cover the bad news.
All right.
So Dale was out. He's been out working out in our back area, right?
Yes.
11 out of 18 are out of stock. That's a lot. Hey, Sue. So he's been cleaning up stuff, dead wood, whatnot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's also been taking like the tops, the brushy stuff, and he's piling it up between our property and the neighbor's property.
Okay.
Kind of making a natural barrier back there in the bush.
Yeah.
And that's basically because of chickens. He's trying to keep the chickens from going over to the neighbors.
Do the neighbors dislike it when the chickens come to visit?
Well, yeah, my chickens get into everybody's flower beds. So we're trying to keep them away from there. So Dale went over and was talking to him yesterday because they're outside working. And he's talking to them. My sister's calling me now. I'm not answering that one. Goodness.
That was a dog.
It was. And so he went over there. They were outside working, asking if the chickens have been over there less because he's trying to make this barrier.
Right.
And apparently they were like, no, not really. And she's like, no, they're still over here getting in the flower beds and attacking us.
What?
Right. Yeah.
The hens too?
No.
Chuck.
Just Chuck. The hens wouldn't attack anybody. Just Chuck. So they've gone after him, and he just he said, I just booted him, kicked him in the butt, and booted him away. And Dale's like, yep, that's what I would do.
That's what you got to do. Yep.
But she was like, no, he got me and drew blood. I'm like,
oh no.
And apparently then she tells Dale she was almost going to call like the
animal control or something. Oh, come on.
Really?
Come on.
Just walk over here and
walk over and knock on the door and talk to you.
Exactly.
What is wrong with people?
Exactly. But she didn't. So now we're in a big discussion. What do we do? You know, Dale does not want to, chop. You don't want to do that.
Yes, you're right.
So what do we do?
Well, because Chuck keeps those girls safe. Whether you want it.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't?
No.
Oh, I feel like my rooster protects my ladies.
Really? Remember when we got the 10 new hens?
Yeah.
And 5 of them were gone within a few days?
But that's because he didn't know them and love them yet.
No.
They weren't technically in his harem yet.
No, it's not. He's useless in that territory. All he's good for. No, I won't even tell you what he's good for.
I know what he's good for.
They don't even think that they don't appreciate it. But
no, they don't. Those ladies do not appreciate it.
No. So options. Went through all the options. The worst one,
Yes.
Try put a fence all the way through there between our properties. And it's through brush and trees. And that doesn't seem logical.
No, that would not only cost a fortune, but it would be a logistical nightmare.
And it probably wouldn't even really work.
Probably not.
Because Chuck can fly up on whatever he wants to.
Yeah.
So, do we build a temporary enclosure that he can go into during the day? Move it around? I mean, what do we do, right? So... Next.
Why do you guys have to do this while I'm on my live? Idiots. I'm so sorry. Stop it.
Next thing Dale comes up with is he found a guy who takes wayward chickens and ducks. The unwanted, the unloved, whatever.
So
So
you're going to get rid of, you can't get rid of Chuck. He's your mascot.
Chuck's going. Chuck is
No.
yeah.
No.
Yep. He's got to go.
That's so sad.
He's got to go. Okay.
Why can't the lady just keep a broom by her door?
Because Chuck will come at you. You know how that's worked with me.
Yeah, I know.
He has come at me with a broom. He doesn't seem to care. He just... Okay. Where did I start my change? I started my change here.
That's what I'm trying to decide is how far am I going to go?
I think I'm going to do one more row, not row, but one more repeat of the old color.
Okay. And then go totally to the new.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can't tell because both of mine started in. I had purples on both of the ends that I was of the new and the old. So it's hard for me to tell where my join is. Well, duh. Why don't I just look and find where the strings come out?
Right? No, I think I just got carried away and did a whole extra row of the new color that I didn't need.
Let's see. I'm exactly
I did a whole nother row I didn't need.
I'm exactly at 2 inches right now, and I'm on my old color.
How many rows did you do?
I did 4 repeats. You guys, chill it out. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry, excuse me. I have to put Bo Duke away because they're in wrestle mode right now and they're running through the house like wild animals.
They are wild animals. Yeah, so let me think about this for a minute.
Well, let me tell you my thinking. I might end up with a little bit longer of a bag than I originally intended. I mean, here's my thinking. We still have handles to do too, though. Never mind. I'm good. Yep. I'm gonna end off. Okay. This is actually a lot more yarn than it looks like left of my first color. And this yarn was so expensive, I don't want to waste even a little bit. So I was thinking about keeping going with the blend a little bit further. But now I realize that we do still have to do handles.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'll end off after this round.
Okay, so here's where I'm getting confused. I'm getting confused as to how many rounds I've done because, look, I have 2 rows of orange where I can see my stitches coming down. There's 2, so that's 1 repeat. And then I went to brown, and that's another repeat. So that's 2 repeats. Then my next one is orange and blue. And so I'm thinking, wait, no, the orange and blue are on the new yarn. So those 2 are I'm right. Okay. So that's new yarn. Now I need to do old yarn. Why? That was confusing because there's orange in both of them.
That's what I was having a problem with because I had purple in both of mine. Because
of the orange in both of them, I was thinking, wait a minute. Did I really just... Yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm all right.
It's all right. It's okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm so sad that you're losing Chuck. If we didn't have a rooster of our own, I would definitely offer to take him.
Yeah, he's got to go. So
my guy is very territorial. He would not be happy with being...
Well, and here's our thought.
Having another boy.
Here's our thought, is that is what has happened to Chuck. Is he has no competition here.
Right.
There are no other roosters. There's no one to put him in his place.
Right.
And so he is just, as they would say, he's been ruling the roost.
Yep.
And he's out of control.
He is. You know
So-
what? That's weird though, because my rooster, even though he is that way with another rooster, but he does not attack people. My granddaughters go into the enclosure to collect eggs and to give treats, and he does not, he's never once gone after them.
The hens might not wander as much. And here's the difference. If the hens wander next door,
They don't attack.
They're not going to attack.
Right.
They'll be very easily shooed away.
Yes.
And you don't have to worry about getting attacked by Chuck. And I have the same issue. I have that issue here. I won't go out to my flower bed and shoo them away with Chuck there, at least not without protection. You know?
And you know, it's funny because over the years we've had different roosters, and each rooster has his own personality. And I've had a rooster like Chuck. His name was Crazy, and he attacked everybody.
Yeah.
Every time. You couldn't go to feed them. You couldn't go collect eggs. You couldn't do and clean out the pen. You couldn't do anything without getting attacked.
Was that everybody?
Everybody. He chased the kids around the yard.
Well, Chuck has done that.
You know, he was just ruthless and mean and horrible. Now, we hatched a batch of eggs when Crazy was our only rooster. So we had Harley and Marley, which were Crazy's.
Marley.
Yep, they were the two roosters from the hatching, and they were Crazy's sons. Now, Harley and Marley, they were awesome until they got to be, you know, of age, and then they started fighting with each other for dominance.
Yeah.
So we had to get rid of one of them, and Harley was the one that went. And so Marley lived for about 8 years. We had him for about 8 years, and he was my best friend. He would come and follow me around the yard like if I was working in the gardens. He would just, you know, come and hang out with me. If I was laying in my lounge chair reading a book or whatever, he would come and just walk around and cluck at me and let me pet him. He was a super nice rooster. He was way friendlier even than the hens. And it's so weird. He slept in a tree. He did not go in the coop at night. We had a pine tree, and he found himself a comfortable spot in that pine tree. And every night he would go up and roost in that pine tree. Winter, summer, it didn't matter. It could be blowing snow and blizzarding, and Marley was roosted up in that tree. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't get eaten.
Well, he did eventually.
I was going to say, I'm surprised he didn't get eaten.
He did eventually, but it wasn't until he was about 8 years old and he wasn't as spry as he used to be.
To be safe inside, you know?
Yeah, he wasn't as spry as he used to be, and then he got
eaten. I don't know what it is with roosters. We did everything right with Chuck. Got him as a chick. He wasn't supposed to be a boy, first of all.
Right.
Got him as a chick. Handheld him, fed him, held him, pet him, all of that. Why did he turn on us? Who knows? Right?
Yep.
My sister
Sometimes
has
they're just temperamentals.
My sister has 17 roosters. And she has one that will attack.
Oh,
she has one that will sometimes. He's a little banty rooster. And, you know, banties have a bad reputation.
Oh, yes, they do.
But, yeah, she assures me every time I'm there, my roosters will not come after you. They will not attack you. Just this one, what might. But I still don't trust it. But I don't know. What makes the difference? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Today is Chuck's last day here.
Aw, that's so sad.
And Dale, he's fine with Dale. I mean, he has come at Dale a couple of times. But he backs right off from Dale when Dale goes back at him. Me, I can go back at him with a broom, with whatever, and he'll just keep coming at me.
What? Crazy. It got to be like that with Crazy too, where Jeff was the only one that could deal with him.
Yeah.
And it was probably because Jeff killed him once.
What?
He killed him once.
How did he kill him, but he was alive?
Well, I was on vacation with the girls. We were on spring break. And Jeff called me. He said, we got a problem with chickens. I'm like, uh-oh, what happened? And he's like, Crazy's dead. I'm like, what? What do you mean Crazy's dead? Well, I went out there to take them to change their food and water, and he came at me, and I swung. I was carrying the metal watering can, and just out of instinct, I swung around at him as he was attacking me, and I hit him in the head with the watering can, and he just fell out. He just was dead. He's dead. He's laying there. But
he was just knocked out.
Apparently, because a couple hours later, Jeff went to go scoop him up and, get rid of him. And he was up walking around.
He just knocked him out, is all he did.
But for a good long time, because Jeff, cleaned out the coop and fed and watered and collected eggs. I mean, Jeff was out there for a good half hour as Crazy was laying there. And, came back a couple hours later and Crazy's up walking around.
It's funny.
So after that, Crazy didn't mess with Jeff. Still mess with everybody else, but he didn't mess with Jeff.
Right. Yeah, because he knew.
He knew.
And I think it's just Chuck is not challenged. I've tried, but I have not been ruthless enough. You know what I mean?
Right. I'll never forget the time. Okay, you had your neighbor threaten to call animal control on you because of your chickens. I had a neighbor who called the police on me because of my chickens.
What?
Yes, I did.
Why?
We live on a country road, and there's not much traffic. My road doesn't go particularly from anywhere to anywhere. In fact, at one end of it, it ends. You can't even go through. You're not coming down my road unless you're going somewhere on my road. It's only paved halfway. It's a gravel road, halfway down. It's just, you're not going down my road unless you're coming down it. So I get a knock at the door one day. And I look out and I see a police car. I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? What's going on? I immediately think of the kids. There was an accident, or Jeff, there was an accident. Something happened. I'm freaking out. So I run and I answer the door. And he says, those are your chickens? I look out the front and my chickens are out in the front yard. And I'm like, yep, those are my chickens. It's like, well, they were in the road.
Okay.
Okay.
You're getting a ticket for chickens in the road?
Right. That's what I'm like. Okay. He's like, yeah. Your neighbor called because your chickens were in the road. I'm like, okay. Well, do you want me to put leashes on them, or they're chickens? I can't tell them not to go in the road.
Right.
And I mean, how bothersome was it that they were in the road that somebody had to call the police? Because my chickens were in the road.
My chickens go in the road. You know that.
Come on.
We've had people slow down because my chickens are in the road. I mean, especially when you live out where I live. I mean, it's farm country.
Right.
What are you gonna
I
do?
wanted to say, what about the people next door? I've got a horse farm 2 doors down. Their horses are out in the road all the time. You got to slow and drive around their horses.
Crazy.
When they're out riding.
Crazy.
Police on the horses.
Okay, where is my other? I want to cut off my other strand here, but where is it? Where?
I know I had to be real careful. I just cut off my first strand, and my first color. I had to be real careful.
I know. Which one am I cutting? What am
Yep.
I cutting here?
Yeah, get my strings
I'm moving my
undiscombobulated.
table because I can't get to my scissors in here. I got to get out the big old singer scissors here.
That's why I got my big fisters
old
out because I
singers.
didn't have my. Yeah, Sue, but that's no fun.
Yeah.
Those movable cages that you can
Well,
get.
and we thought about that. We thought about that. But then my next thought was, there's such a thing as a chicken tractor. And
yes,
you can move this around, but then
that's what I think Sue's talking about. Yeah,
you'd have to load them into the chicken tractor every day and move them to somewhere.
Yes, you would.
Who the hell's going to go out there and load these chickens and make them go into
yes,
the chicken tractor to go somewhere daily?
That sounds like a lot of work, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And if nobody has ever tried herding chickens, it's not an easy task.
No.
Herding chickens is definitely not an easy task.
No. So we're just going to assume he's going to go off and have a nice life and get put in his place over here and continue to live out his life. Whatever happens to him after that man gets him, we'll never know. We'll just live with the fact that
you gave him as good a life as you could while you had him.
And then we send him off to rehabilitation.
Yep.
And if he rehabilitated, that's awesome. And if he didn't,
if he ends up as soup, that's
I will not know. We will not have been the ones that were responsible for it. We gave him a fighting chance. And Dale's gonna miss him, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we missed Crazy even after he was gone. We did end up having to take care of Crazy ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because he ended up attacking my nephew.
I mean, Dale did that with Rowdy. Dale did that with Rowdy because Rowdy was really bad.
Yeah.
But wow, this section right here where they have blended is all kind of colors. It is
mine is too.
Kinds of colors. Wow.
Mine is too. You can't really see it on camera, but I've got all kinds of colors. It's cool. It turned out really cool. I was a little bit worried that it was going to be a drastic contrast from one color to the next, but it really blended kind of nicely. I hope the same thing happens when we go to our last color, because now we'll both be doing.
What's
that? What was that?
Well, I don't know. It was my phone. I had. Okay, stop. I brought the pattern up for the block stitch.
Oh, and you got an advertisement?
Yeah. And why it just started playing. I don't know why it just started playing. It's been sitting there for a while.
Interesting.
Hi, Tammy. How are you?
Oh, Sue wants you to get, it's a round cage for each chicken.
What?
I don't know.
How would you do that?
I don't know. But just like,
well, that would take care of the bow chicka wow wow part if they were. But they're
just
in
like
cages.
Melinda said.
But then they're in cages, so they're not free ranging. They're not really having much of a life. They're just in a different type of cage.
Exactly.
So then why would you do that when they're in a cage all day long in the coop? I mean, we got a pen. Yeah. So he's just gonna go have another life.
And free ranging, I mean, because we've done it both ways. We've done it where we have a coop with a run and the chickens just stay in that one, place with the coop with the run attached. And that's the only part of the outside grounds that they go to. And in fact, that's the way this bunch of chickens that we have has always lived.
Yours don't get out in the yard.
Not this batch. We have had free range chickens. Like I mean, we used to only do free range chickens, and you definitely can tell the difference in the amount of feed that you have to buy.
Right.
When you have free range chickens. because yes, they eat a lot of bugs, they eat a lot of grass, they eat a lot of, just everything and anything.
Yep. You got it. And I mean, we have 15 ducks that are all in the same coop. So that complicates things even more. The ducks want to get out, go to the pond. How do you let ducks out?
How do you let ducks out,
not
but not chickens?
out?
Yeah.
You can't, right?
Right.
It just doesn't work. Okay, this string came back. I have one random weird little string. I took it off here, and now it's back on here. Where are you coming from? So that's life as I know it right now.
That sucks.
And neither one of those boys are here.
Where the heck are they?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I
don't know if Dale has my wreath. I don't know what's going on.
I can't believe it's the weekend again already. It seems like Jeff and Nate just had a weekend.
Them damn boys are gonna be here. Oh my!
Yes, they're gonna be.
Hi, Judy.
They're gonna be here.
Well, you made a live today, Tammy. You made a live today.
I like it when they're at work and school.
So you don't have to be part of the Crochet-A-Long to just hang out with us, because sometimes we're more direction giving and other times we're more chit-chatting. Like today's a chit-chat day.
Yep, this is more of a chit-chat day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you want to talk about our next project?
Please do.
Okay, I'm gonna go get hold on, I'll be right back.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll entertain, because when she comes back, then I will say, hold on, I'll be right back. I bought my yarn for the next project, so I am set to go. I went to Hobby Lobby last week, and I found a yarn there that I wanted to use, and I picked out colors and all that fun stuff, but it wasn't on sale. So I went back Monday, I think it was Monday, and I bought my yarn because it was on sale. So I'm all set to go. I think all set to go. We're gonna make a top. It's gonna be cool. We're excited to do it. It's an orb. Oh, like they run around in it? Yeah, okay. Nah, I don't think so, Sue.
Oh, it's an orb?
I mean, I'm not going out there and putting a chicken in an orb every day.
If you could even get your hands on him to do it.
Right? And then how many orbs would you have to have? You'd have to have an orb. You have chickens all over the place running into stuff in their ball, and
that sounds like so much fun though for the chicken, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Just rolling around the yard.
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the pattern again. It's the Electric Sun Tea.
I always want to think it's, we're going to drink something here.
I know.
We're going to make some sun
tea. And it's available as a kit through Lion Brand.
It is.
It uses, the kit through Lion Brand uses 24/7 cotton, which is not a very nice garment worthy cotton in my opinion.
Right.
Try to make that a little bit bigger so you can see it better.
That's my opinion also. It's so cute though.
It's adorable. It's absolutely adorable. So
now it's holy.
It is holy. Yes.
So you're gonna have to wear something underneath.
Which I always wear a tank top underneath everything I wear anyways. It's like a bra for me. Yes. I always have a tank top on, no matter what.
I don't even know if I own a tank top.
Yep, I wear these. They're like camisoles. They're like, but they're tight, but they're like nylon. They're kind of fitted. I wear it under everything.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah. So I decided what I am going to use as an alternative. First, I was going to go shopping. And then I decided, you know what, Angie? Why don't you look in your stash and see what you might have?
Angie, stash yarn.
I'm going for stash yarn. I had purchased your favorite, this Noro yarn.
Oh.
Isn't that beautiful though?
It
Look
is
at
very
those
pretty colors.
pretty colors. Those are my colors. Got magenta and orange and yellow and green and brown. There's even, look at the purple. There's even purple and pink in there. Blue. There's just all colors in there. So I think that's going to look really cool on that shirt.
So you're going to do
bright colors.
just that one color
Yes. So
and
this
let it
is
change as
and
it
let it change. Let it go as it goes. This
change
is the Noro Teo yarn, and it's a cotton silk polyamide blend.
Bonnie, I didn't make you do anything. I didn't.
What?
The video I showed today.
Oh, Mindy made me do. Oh, I know. I love that sewing room. That's so awesome.
Right? It's so pretty.
So yeah, I decided to go with some stash yarn.
All right. Well, you
Now
talk.
I have to sit here. Now I have to sit here though and sniff my Noro.
You talk for a minute, and I'll be right back.
I have to sniff my Noro because Noro has a very, very distinct smell, and I love the smell. And so I keep my Noro when I do order it. I keep it in the plastic bags that it comes in. So I just had to rip this out of the plastic bag so it retains its smell.
For some reason, I feel like I'm currently listening to Crystal. Is your name Crystal?
Dude, I don't care. I love the smell of Noro yarn.
Crystal, bag o' day. Here we go.
I love that. Just Noro. Noro is the only yarn that I sniff. Honestly.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So
I love the smell of it.
I went to Hobby Lobby and I got Hobby Lobby's I Love This Cotton. And it's very soft. I like it.
Yes. It is nice yarn. I love this cotton.
So there's that one. And that one. And that one.
Ooh, that's going to be so pretty.
So those are my three colors right there.
That's going to be very pretty.
Woo-doo-doo-doo.
Now,
That's
I love
my
this
colors.
3-weight or a 4-weight?
This is a 4.
It is good. Okay,
It is
perfect.
because that's what this yarn's supposed to be. Is
Yes,
4.
it's supposed to be a 4-weight.
Yes, it's 4-weight yarn. So I think those colors are gonna be gorgeous.
Yes.
I think it's gonna be pretty, and it is soft. It's soft cotton.
This is. I wish you could feel this, and I think it's. This is actually very soft for Noro yarn because it's cotton. I mean, it's primarily cotton.
Right. You know how I am with Noro.
I know.
I think it all feels rough.
It does. This one does not. You'll be surprised when you feel this. It actually feels very soft. Very soft. Of course, it gives. Yeah, I don't know. I think I have 10 of these, and they're 200-meter skeins, so I definitely have enough. I could probably make 2 shirts.
Wow, this section right here where we switched and all that is just crazy color.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm looking at like, I can't even describe it, like Skittles or I don't know. Just, it's very, very colorful.
Well, mine is showing, I'm showing the back side of mine right now. So that's what the front side of mine looks like. Yours is a different, yours does look more like Skittles. Mine looks more blended.
Yeah, mine's just like crazy. Like
it looks cool.
Like
yours
this
looks really cool.
Orange, brown, orange, blue, purple, green, blue.
Yeah, yours looks really cool.
Every row is a different color.
Yep.
For a while. It's bizarre. It's fun. I love it.
How much yarn did you have? Because we both are about the same. I'm just wondering as far as the stitch pattern and how much yarn it eats. How much do you have left of your color A, of your first color?
Oh, you're talking about for our thing here. One moment.
Yeah.
One moment, please. I feel like I just chained 4.
I feel like you have a lot more yarn left than I do. Like this stitch might have taken up quite a bit more yarn.
Well, I don't have this much.
Yeah, I feel like you have more.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, you don't need to use this again.
No, well, for the handles.
Whatever. Well, you can choose whatever color you want to do your handles.
I'm going to mix mine just like we did for the bag.
Well, the handle's not going to be very big, so.
I know. I'm still going to blend it.
Yeah, because you'll have plenty of yarn there for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, show. Oh, Linda wants to know how my sewing machine's going. Yeah.
She's just like, yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Well, I promised that I would have something sewn by my next live, which is tomorrow night. So in Angie time frame, that means that I will be working on it starting tomorrow morning. Because I don't do anything until I absolutely have to.
Okay.
I don't work well with, my time management skills are not good. Oh, you want to see what I started in the middle of the night last night? Speaking of time management skills and not having any, as if I don't have 5,000 other projects going. Somebody posted on one of the groups on Facebook looking for the this particular pattern, and I was like, that looks cool. I want to try that. So I looked up the pattern, and it's a skull shawl.
Oh boy.
Isn't that cool?
Started another thing.
But isn't it cool?
Angie.
But tell me that's not cool.
Well, I'm not into skulls, so I don't know.
It's going to be awesome for Halloween.
Okay, okay. So Angie's over there starting this and starting that and starting that. And Mindy's over here finishing this and finishing this and finishing that.
But I did finish one thing.
You did. I know you did. I'll give you kudos. Kudos. You did it.
I did finish one
my
thing.
things that I finished, they're not big accomplishments, truly. I mean, I did a little purple sweater, and the sweater was done. I couldn't wear it though because I didn't do the tails. So I did the tails, right? And then I had our calming comfort blanket that was done, except I didn't do the tails. So I did the tails, right? So that's two things that are now finished because I did their tails. Hello, Joe. Happy weekend to you. Joe's starting his weekend early, I hear. And then I finished the Tunisian cowl. That is complete. I did have to actually crochet on that one to finish it. It's complete. So that is 3 things that are finished. 100%
That's awesome.
Complete.
That is amazing.
Yes. So now I told Angie I'm going to work on that stupid Christmas blanket, which is so wrong. It's just all wrong. And get that.
Didn't the business go out of business that you got it from?
They did. Mm-hmm. So it was probably just like, you or I, mom or pop, whatever,
decided to start
we were going to do this little kit thing, and yeah, they don't do it anymore. Probably they got too many complaints that it didn't work. I don't know.
Right.
But I told Dale, I just want to finish that thing and get rid of it. I spent a lot for it. It was $20 a month.
For a year.
Yeah, but it wasn't really. It ended up being like, oh, they connected. You want to see my wreath? I'll show you my wreath.
Oh, good. Yes, I want to see your wreath.
I got a message from her, and she's like, should I go in and find him? And I'm like, you might want to. I don't know where he's at.
Why would I go in?
I don't know. I told her to find you. Just
okay,
cool.
She was late as.
Was she later than 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Keep going.
2:30. I know it was supposed to be 1:00, but I don't know. She was getting her hair done. What can I say? Talk. And then she wanted to talk. Yeah, see, she remembers you.
She doesn't get out of the house very often.
Right.
So she's all excited.
I know. And they were, I don't even know which girl it was going to be.
The heavier blonde.
The blonde. Okay.
Yes, Sherry, I do. I work better under pressure.
Here's my wreath. See my wreath? And
Oh, that's very pretty. Yes.
I'm into sunflowers right now.
Here, put this back, pull this
Yeah,
back
I
a little
know.
bit.
So I'm into
Here.
sunflowers.
No, give me this. Just give it to me.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. And so that's going to my sunflower theme.
That's very pretty.
I love this. This wooden.
Now, is that going on the front door or is that going in the house?
It goes in my house. I'll put it on my closet door. That's where
Okay.
I put wreaths.
Where you had your Christmas one?
Yep.
Bathroom.
The bathroom.
The bathroom.
No, not the bathroom. No.
Bathroom
No.
door.
The bathroom door.
Was Josh here?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
What happened to him? What happened to the? We'll talk about that later. I don't know. Oh boy. Anyhow.
Yes. Talk about if I was talking about kids and doing stuff that Jeff was not real happy that Maddie decided to have a late night of it last night on a work night.
Oh well.
And I'm like, Jeff, she's 25 years old. How
Exactly.
can you really? How can you?
And
tell a
she doesn't normally live with you. You have no idea what her life is like when she's not under your roof,
Exactly.
right?
I'm like, it really isn't any of our business.
Nope.
It just isn't.
I mean, if she comes in quietly and
Right.
she's not disturbing the whole household. Now, if she come in some drunken laughing stupor, then
And she did not. No,
was
she
good.
came in and went right to bed and was quiet.
wake
And
everybody up. Oh. So the ladies that I was just getting the wreath from, I follow them on Facebook. Since I met them at the One Craft Show, I followed them on Facebook, and I decided to get a wreath. Well, when I was in the process of arranging to purchase this wreath from them, she'd asked me if I had done any more craft shows since that one we did together. And I said no. And she said, well, we just signed up to do one. It's a smaller one, but small, but a lot bigger than what we did. And she's like, it's only $30, blah, 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 a one-day show. And I'm like, guess what I did?
you signed up for it.
I signed up to do the show. Yes. So I'm doing a craft show in mid-May.
Maybe you can sell your Christmas blanket.
I was thinking that too. Get rid of that damn thing. Sell it.
Get
Sell
rid of it.
cheap. Sell it cheap. Here, you can have it for I'm trying to think. It was $20 a month. $20 a month. And I think they only ended up doing 7 months instead of 12. That's $140.
And that's just in materials.
That was just the yarn. And it's
Yeah.
crappy yarn. It's not even nice yarn.
It's crap yarn.
Yeah, it's probably Red Heart
No.
Super Saver.
No. I thought it was like some hand dyed yarn or something.
God, no.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, no. And then once I was into it, then what? Do I just stop? I mean, that seemed ridiculous. Anyhow, I just want to finish that thing. I wonder if I don't know if I can have it finished by mid-May. I don't know.
I got to that point. That's how those clubs get you. Like I had a couple Annie's Kits clubs.
Yeah.
And one of them I do like. One of them just ended up being very boring and monotonous. Like the picture of it looked pretty, but it just ended up being a really boring project.
Boring? Which one did you do that was boring?
It was you did a different square. It was like kind of like a stitch sampler with squares, and you would do a different stitch in a different square every month.
You didn't like that one?
No, I didn't. It was boring. The stitches were
I love
the stitches.
I love the Seaside sampler I did.
Yeah, the stitches
That
on
one
this
is
one were
super
boring. But then I did the what is it called? It's a mandala type one. It's has real pretty colors.
Okay.
You would love the colors. I want to say Seaside Cottage or something, or cottage, something cottage. Let me see if I can find it. Annie's.
Crochet magazine. Oh, Jody, I get a couple of them.
Oh yeah.
I get a couple of them. I have them right here. Hang on just a second.
This is so pretty. I want this. Oh, it's knit.
Let me show you what I have. I'll show you. I have crochet. I mean, look at that top. Oh, you can't. Hang on. Look at this top just on the cover of this. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. So that's crochet. Coastal Garden. Is that it? If it's Coastal Garden.
Let me see.
And then I also
I'm
get
not finding it.
I get Crochet World. I get 2 of them. I get crochet. Some of these tops are so flippin' cute. Like, look at this one. Look at that top. Look at that one. Cute, right? So Crochet and Crochet World, I get both of. Now I can't find another Crochet World here. Hang on.
I don't think it's Coastal Garden. I think it's...
I actually just bought some yarn for a pattern
It's this one.
I found in Crochet World. So look at this. This is a big old doily. Angie would do a big old doily.
Oh, I would do a big old doily. I love doilies.
So those are the 2 that I get, are Crochet World and Crochet. I like both of them. I like them both. They have nice things in them, nice patterns. Do not ask me if I have done one of them yet, Jody. Don't ask me that. I do have yarn to do one, though. I bought yarn to do one of the patterns. They always have cool stuff. I mean, some are better than others, of course, but, you know, I love them. They're nice. And then I found these nifty little holder things at Annie's, you know, that you put in the center of the magazine, and then you can put them in the binders like this, which is awesome. You can pull it out.
Organized.
It was driving me crazy because they were all over the place.
That's, you know what, if I had those, they would be in a stack somewhere.
And Angie, they're also in order by date.
Of course they are.
Mm-hmm.
You're so organized. You're so damn organized.
There went my yarn.
One of these days, I'm going to get my life on track. One of these days.
Yep. When Jody shows up, right?
Yep. As soon as Jody gets here.
Jody, let me know when you're there. I'll come help. It will be a lot of fun.
It would be fun. We
Let's
could
just,
make some videos of it.
Let's just converge on Angie's space and.
Yep. Converge on my craft room.
Angie, we're here, right?
And my craft corner, because, you know, I've got the whole corner of the living room consumed also.
Why is this wrong? Look, what have I done wrong? I've done something wrong when I joined this yarn here.
Uh-oh.
But look, okay, I don't know if you can tell. I got to take this out and go back because this is not right.
You didn't tie a knot. No, that is not right.
It's not. Look, it went boom and went in.
Yep, you don't want that.
No, I got to take this. I got to take all this out. What the hell happened? What the hell happened? It was when I changed colors. I did something erroneous in my join back here. Something. I don't know. Let's see.
No, wrong stitch.
It's not that row. It's, oh my God. How far back?
You got to put a whole nother row?
I think.
Oh no. You were cruising right along too.
Yeah, it's not this row that's wrong. What in the heck happened? Look at all this.
Oh no.
Gordon. What is my issue? Something happened back at the junction.
Well, we were doing much too. It was all going along way too smoothly.
I know, right?
I haven't seen the Gansey Afghan. Jody, I'm gonna look that one up.
Yeah, it's back here where I joined this. Where I joined this color is where.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh yeah, it's right here. The very first thing I did, I missed my 2 double crochets that go immediately in here. That's what I did.
You know what my problem is with projects like that, though, Jody? I get bored of doing all one color. I like projects where I have to switch colors. You guys want to see the ugly blanket I started?
Okay, so your shirt that we're going to make is going to be one color. What are you going to do?
Not technically.
You're not changing colors.
No, but it's
It's going to change colors.
It's going to change for me, just like this is changing for me.
We're also changing colors here, though.
Yeah, well, that's true.
There's all kinds of stuff going on with this.
Hold on a second.
Yep, Jody, I just went ribbit. I don't even know how many rows I just took out. 3, I think. That's all right. I had to do it. Yeah, I messed up when I joined the yarn this color. I got all goofified there when I joined the new yarn.
Okay, so I just had to go grab my whole box full of yarn.
A whole box full of yarn.
Yep, because I've got all my colors connected. Well, not all my colors connected, but I've got them all in a box. But anyway, I decided to tackle the Sophie's Universe Crochet-A-Long.
Oh, God.
Forever ago.
Angie.
Yeah. But I chose just colors from my stash, and I'm using it's not very pretty.
It's not very pretty.
It's not very pretty at all. But this is going to be my ugly blanket.
What kind of yarn is it?
It's all just it's a mishmash. I've got some Hirschner's worsted 8. I've got some.
I mean, is it all worsted?
Yeah, it's all just worsted acrylic. Yep, it's all just worsted acrylic, but I've got a Pound of Love, a Lion Brand Pound of Love. I've got some Michael's Impeccable. I've got some Joann's, what's that Joann's brand?
Big Twist.
Big Twist. I got some Big Twist. What else do I got in there? I know I got something else. I think I might even have a Red Heart Super Saver in there.
Oh, yuck.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
No,
Thank God you didn't throw a Super Saver in there.
No, just the Impeccable. Oh, and wait, what's this one? No, that's that. Yep, that's all. So just 5 different kinds.
5 different kinds. You do have some interesting color combinations.
Yes, that's gonna be my ugly. That's gonna be my ugly Afghan.
You have some interesting color combos.
Yep, I told you I suck at trying to pick colors. I really, really do.
You know,
it's not my forte.
Well, okay. I have one thing more. You know, it's 3:35, but I have one more thing to say before we go. For anyone who's interested, Tony Lipsy, TL Yarn Crafts, is starting her Crochet Academy. Apparently, it's the 3rd year she has done it, and she teaches you all of the inside tricks from a crochet designer about crocheting, like basics. She's going to put a video out or a tutorial of some sort out every day on her blog. And she's going over things like substituting yarn even and all kinds of stuff. And then there are 3 projects that you can work on at the end. One is a top, one is a shawl, and one is a bag. And she's just going to go over all kinds of things. I've signed up for it. So there's no commitment to it.
How much is it?
It's free.
Oh, really?
It's free. You just sign up for it. Go to TL Yarn Crafts and you will see Crochet Academy. You sign up, put your email in, and you will get emails daily about whatever the content is for the day, which will take you to her blog. I think that's where she's conducting it, is on her blog.
Okay.
There are kits available through Lion Brand for each of the 3 projects that you could work on.
And how long does it last, did you say?
I think it's 5 weeks, I
That
believe.
sounds fun. I'm going to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's a wonderful designer. I mean, she really focuses on Tunisian. One of her projects is a Tunisian project. I believe it's the top, which looks to me kind of like a beach cover-up.
Okay.
Is what it reminds me of. But I'm like, it's free. You have access to the patterns from the last Crochet Academies as well throughout this, which you could get for free. I'm like, sign me up for free shit, right? I'll take free stuff all day long. So.
Yeah, that's not, well, thanks for bringing that up.
Tony
I appreciate
Lipsy,
that.
TL Yarn Crafts.
I am going to definitely check that out.
Okay. Throw a latte.
Okay, so it's a little bit, I know it's a little bit late, but we didn't talk about where we're going to leave off.
Oh, well, I'm
What we're
assuming we're gonna leave off at our next
color.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's my question. How many inches should we have when we are done here?
Well, we should have 20 inches. When you by the time you start your next
9,
color,
right? 9 and
right.
9, 18.
And
2 for the blend.
20. Yes.
Okay. So we should end up with 20 inches. Oh, I'm so happy now. Now it's right. Look at, now it's right.
Good.
It was wrong before. It was very wrong.
Because I had a thought about my flap. And I think I'm going to do something a little bit special with my flap. Mindy, where's your head?
Well, I would tell you guys, that's a thing that's close to home right now.
Flaps?
Yeah, I can't really. Okay, I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you.
Yeah, just tell us. It'll be a secret.
Because, well, you know my sister and
yes.
surgery and all that. Her surgery was one mastectomy, one side. So, she has a flap. So when you said that, I was like,
oh, she does?
Yeah.
So they didn't take the skin, they just took
no. So they call it the flap, is what they call it. So when they do a mastectomy, they cut like a football, a football shape. And that's how they go in and take out all the flesh and stuff.
Okay.
And then they take a piece of skin from her back that matches that and put that back over the front, and they call it the flap. It's the weirdest word, and she gets mad. That's why when you said flap, I was like,
oh no.
Mad. She's like, it's my boob. Stop calling that flap. You know
what's going to happen then? And this is just out of curiosity. When she gets her implant, is that enough skin to stretch to cover the implant, or will she have to have more skin moved?
No, she has an expander.
Oh, that sounds painful.
It's filled. Yeah, so there's a pouch in there that they keep filling up and making her skin stretch and grow.
That does not
she'll have
sound
skin to now
at all.
come over.
That doesn't
no, it's
sound
not
like fun.
Nope. Nope. And she's like, everything's tight and sore as it is, and then they fill that up with more saline or whatnot, and it just is more tight and getting bigger, and she's unhappy. She doesn't like it.
I think I would I don't know. It's hard to say what you would do in a situation until you've been in it.
Right.
But I almost feel like I might just deal.
Without it,
Yeah.
with no boobie.
Yeah, that's what my grandma did. She had a one-sided mastectomy, and she just had a bra that had a,
A falsie in it.
a falsie, yeah, on one side.
Mm-hmm.
I might, maybe at the age I'm at now, I might go for that.
I know.
If I was younger, I probably would want an implant, but
She's going to be 60 this year. And
yeah, if I was 60, I would definitely just.
I don't know.
I don't know. And my husband's a boob man too, so
Well,
that's saying a lot.
I know, right? I mean, they'd have to learn to live without them, right?
He would have to, yeah. He would. If I held her to live without it, so to
You
say.
gotta love me. You gotta love me for me, not my boobs.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a whole complicated thing. I mean, everybody deals with it differently.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like I said, yeah. I mean, I
wouldn't
know
do
for
the
sure
same
how
thing.
I would feel until I was in the situation.
Yeah. I don't think I would do the same thing that she did. Yeah. Anyhow, now you guys know. You guys know, anyhow.
But anyway, I think for my flap, I'm going to do some reducing.
Back to the flap.
Anyway, back to the flap. So I think rather so that I don't have, because what we're going to end up doing is fold this way and sew the sides, and then fold it this way, and then this will be our flap.
Yeah.
And the button will go here.
Yes.
Well, I don't know that I necessarily want it to be flush like this. I think I'm going to do some reducing to make this a little bit angled. Yeah, I'm going to make it a little bit pointed.
I'm probably not. I don't mind it being like straight across.
Not drastically, but just a little bit.
So here we go. This is a perfect example of differences, right?
Yep.
You have a different stitch than I do. You may have a different flap than I do.
Yep.
We make different choices.
Yep.
Perfect segue.
And it's funny because, we talk about this quite a bit, how you and I have, we get along so well, but we are so different in so many ways.
We are different in many ways, but also alike in many ways.
In many ways, yes.
So it's a unique blend of differences and similarities.
Yes, it really
that must
is.
be what makes good marriages too. Am I right?
I think you're probably right.
You have to have similarities, but complementary differences.
And I think that's a very, very good descriptor, is complementary differences.
Yeah.
I think that's what you and I have. We would be an excellent married couple.
We probably would.
Yeah. Yep. So if you ever decide, you want to switch teams or whatever.
That would have to go for both of us. But you know what? I could never be your Jeff.
I know you wouldn't be my Jeff. See,
I could never fill that role of Jeff.
I don't think that there's many people on the face of the earth who could fill that role, to be honest with you.
Right.
That man puts up with so much from me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you were going to be my partner, I'd have to
pull my weight.
Clean and.
Yeah, no, I'm not down for that. So
and grocery shop and do laundry and those.
No, I'm way too busy for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I'm not down for doing all that. No, clean toilets, everything.
He doesn't mind.
Okay.
He does get out of work in 15 minutes though, and I still have a little bit of a mess on the counter from me making breakfast for me.
Well, you better stick with what you got. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, I guess
you better stay on the team you're on and stick with what you got, because
I'll stay on this team.
You got what you need.
Yep, exactly.
We'll just have to be,
Okay, but be honest. If you had somebody who did everything for you, would you turn it down?
I don't think I could not do stuff.
I mean, I do stuff.
I don't think I could. No. I would
let him do what he wants to. I just let him do what he wants to do. I don't ask him to do. Well, I mean, I ask him to weave in tails and stuff like that. But
Yeah, and grocery shop and
no, he want. That was a decision we made. I used to do all the grocery shopping. See, the dynamic in our relationship really, really changed. I used to do all of the housework, all of the laundry, all of the cooking, all of the grocery shopping.
Was this when you started feeling worse, having more health?
Yes, I used to do most of the yard work as well, and then I got sick,
Okay.
and so then
Wondering.
so that shift happened when I got sick, and so I suppose I should put that out there so people don't think I'm just some absolute loser. I did have health problems several years ago, and I had to quit working, and I got and so that shift happened then.
Okay.
But you know, as far as like grocery shopping goes, that was a conscious decision that we made for money saving purposes, because he spends far less at the grocery store than I did.
Okay.
I spent way too much money at the grocery store.
It
So
just works.
he prefers to do the grocery shopping.
Okay. Well, and I told you the other day I don't like Dale to shop on his own. I just no.
Now I do get angry. I mean, sometimes there's, because there's store brand stuff that's okay, and I don't mind. But then there's some store brand stuff that it's like, no, that's just yuck. You have to get the name brand.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I have to reel him back in off that store brand.
I have to have a little more control over the groceries.
Yeah, and I guess it doesn't. I don't care about it that much.
Toilets, he can clean the toilets any way he wants, but
Yeah.
And he honestly does clean the toilets much more than I do. But as far as dishes and dishwashers and clothing and that kind of stuff, we split that pretty well, I think.
I don't even. This is gonna sound really bad.
Tell me you don't know how to turn the dishwasher on or the washing machine or.
I honestly. We finished our kitchen renovation a year ago.
You've never run
and I have never run the dishwasher. I honestly do not know how to operate that new dishwasher. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, nope, never done it.
Can't imagine. Now, I don't know how to take the vacuum cleaner apart. I can run it, but I don't know how to take it apart and clean it all out and all that kind of stuff. That's his job, but I know how to run it and work it and operate it, Anyhow, okay, enough of chores, right?
Enough of chores. I don't even want to think about chores.
I could not do what you do. I could not do. You craft like all day.
Yes,
I could not do that. I couldn't.
Well, I do. I piddle around.
But if you were to compare hours that you are sitting and crafting.
Oh,
8?
What do you mean, 8 a day?
Yeah.
Oh, more like 12 at least.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
12 to 15. Because I don't sleep. You have to remember, I only sleep about 5 hours a night.
So you literally craft for about 12 to 15 hours a day.
Yeah.
If I do 2, that's a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you
I don't.
get anything done?
Right? Now you know. I don't. That's why. No. I don't. 2 hours probably a day.
But now in the summer that'll change, because I do enjoy spending time outside, and I do enjoy my gardening, and I do enjoy yard work. So that will change in the summer.
So now you guys, when you see that Angie gets 75 projects done, going, started, 50 diamond paintings on the go, and I struggle to get one finished. Now you know why. Now you know. Right? Yep. Again, different, but we get along.
But we get along, yes.
All right, guys. Now we are really late, so I will let everybody go.
Yeah, I gotta go clean up my breakfast mess.
You too. Oh my goodness. See, first of all, I can't sit that long. I cannot sit that long.
Oh, I can.
I cannot. I cannot sit still in one spot that long. 2 hours and I'm like, oh God, I gotta move. I gotta go. I no, mm-mm.
But yeah, that's probably, I mean, it's better. I'm gonna go have some Oreos and milk.
Oh jeez.
I just saw the Oreos sitting there.
Okay, well, you enjoy your Oreos. I'm at the end of this row, so I'm probably gonna stop here.
Oh, I found some buttons too, by the way, for our bags. These
Oh,
are the button. I can't decide which color I'm going to use, but I'm going to use these buttons. They're just, brown buttons.
okay.
Probably use the.
Brown
I
book?
thought I used the light one.
I don't know what I'm using. I have no idea. All right, now I'm moving on to pink. Look at me. This whole section right here, I swear, it's like color, different color. It's just crazy. Nothing is the same. Can you tell? Can you tell? Look at all them colors. Crazy. I will tell Chuck you will miss him. Dawn crafts all day too. You guys, I just
See, that's awesome. Thank you, everybody. I was starting to feel really bad about myself.
no. You just I'm done. I'm done. I'm ready for a button. Put my bag together. All right, we will let you go. Have a good weekend, everybody, and
Okay.
we'll see you all later.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.